Let's begin by exploring a question that often goes unspoken, but touches many hearts. Why some people don't like long hair. After 60, when we think about turning 60, we often imagine changes, not just in health or lifestyle, but even in the smallest personal choices, like our hair. One topic that quietly sparks conversation is long hair after 60. Some people love it, while others choose to let it go. But why is that? Imagine this. For decades, long hair has often been a source of pride, a symbol of grace, beauty, and even individuality. Yet, as people reach their 60s, some decide to cut it short. Is it because long hair becomes a hassle? Or is it because society expects a neat and tidy look at this age? Or maybe it's simply a personal preference, having nothing to do with age at all. In truth, long or short hair after 60 both carry their own kind of beauty, and there's no right or wrong answer. Long hair can hold memories, elegance, and a quiet confidence. Short hair, on the other hand, often offers comfort, a sense of renewal, and easy care. But here's the key. Who makes that choice? It's the individual. Interestingly, many people over 60 proudly keep their long hair as a subtle statement of freedom and personality. Others find that cutting their hair short feels liberating, freeing them from invisible pressures. Whatever the choice, the most meaningful part is that each person is finding the version of themselves that feels best, without being bound by society's expectations. In today's video, we're going to explore the stories and diverse perspectives behind hair choices after 60. You might be surprised to discover that the real reasons aren't always about age. Sometimes they're part of a much deeper journey toward self-discovery. Stay with us, because the next part will reveal some truly fascinating insights you won't want to miss. Let's take a closer look at what long hair means to those over 60. 1. Long hair as a symbol of freedom and identity. For many people, especially those over 60, long hair is more than just a hairstyle. It's a deeply personal expression of freedom and identity. It tells a story, one that has been shaped by years of experience, joy, heartbreak, and transformation. Throughout their younger years, long hair may have been a symbol of romance, beauty, or even rebellion against societal norms. As they age, some individuals find that keeping their hair long is a way to honor their past and stay connected to the person they've always been. It becomes a living timeline, a reminder of milestones like marriages, children, career accomplishments, and personal growth. There's also something undeniably powerful about choosing to maintain long hair despite the pressures to conform. Society often suggests that older women, and sometimes men, should cut their hair short to look neater or more age-appropriate. But many over 60 push back against this idea, seeing long hair as a statement of independence. It's their quiet way of saying, "I will not be defined by age or expectation." Long hair also holds emotional weight. For some, it brings comfort, acting almost like a security blanket that has been with them through ups and downs. For others, it's a symbol of strength, a reminder of battles they've faced and survived, from health challenges to personal loss. Interestingly, long hair after 60 often attracts attention and curiosity. Friends may ask, "Why don't you cut it for a change?" Strangers may offer compliments or express surprise. But those who keep it long usually do so, not for approval, but for themselves. It's an act of self-love and authenticity. Beyond the surface, long hair also plays into how people feel inside. It can make someone feel youthful, vibrant, and connected to their inner vitality. It reminds them that age is just a number, and that their spirit remains ageless. As we move on, we'll explore the other side of this conversation. Why short hair after 60 is just as meaningful, and why some people feel most liberated when they make the big chop. You might be surprised by the emotional power behind this choice. Let's explore the liberating choice of short hair. 2. Short hair as a choice for comfort and renewal. When people over 60 decide to cut their hair short, It's rarely just a matter of following a trend or giving in to age. For many, it's a conscious, empowering decision tied to comfort, simplicity, and a desire for renewal. Physically, short hair often brings immediate relief. As we age, hair can become thinner, more brittle, or drier, making long hair harder to manage. Shorter styles mean fewer tangles, faster drying time, and less need for heavy products or heat styling. This shift can turn hair care from a demanding task into something light, easy, and even enjoyable. But beyond practicality, short hair offers a sense of emotional freedom. Many people describe feeling unburdened, as if they're shedding more than just inches of hair. They're letting go of old expectations and making room for something new. It's not uncommon to hear someone say, "I finally cut my hair, and I feel like myself again." This act of change can symbolize stepping into a new phase of life with clarity and confidence. For some, going short marks a fresh start after a major life event, retirement, becoming a grandparent, recovering from illness, or simply reaching a personal milestone. It's a way of saying, "This is who I am now." It can also be a powerful declaration of independence, breaking free from the pressure to look a certain way or maintain a youthful appearance. Short hair can also have surprising effects on confidence. Far from diminishing femininity or attractiveness, it often highlights features like the eyes, cheekbones, or smile, bringing a sense of freshness and sophistication. Many people report feeling more polished and put together, with less time and effort. The practical benefits go hand in hand with emotional rewards. Short hair makes it easier to stay active, whether that's traveling, exercising, or simply enjoying daily life without worrying about maintaining a certain look. It also allows people to focus less on appearance and more on meaningful experiences. Interestingly, cutting one's hair short can challenge social expectations about aging. It sends a bold message. Aging gracefully doesn't mean fading into the background. It means showing up fully, on your own terms. As we move forward, we'll take a closer look at the social and cultural influences behind hair choices after 60. You'll discover how outside opinions, family messages, and cultural norms shape the way people see their hair, often in ways they don't even realize. Let's uncover the hidden influences behind our hair choices. 3. The role of social expectations and cultural messages. When it comes to hair choices after 60, many people assume it's all about personal taste or practicality. But underneath those decisions lies a powerful layer of social and cultural influence that often shapes how we see ourselves, sometimes without us even realizing it. From a young age, society sends clear messages about what's appropriate for women and men. For women, long hair has long been seen as a symbol of beauty, youth, and femininity. We see it in magazines, movies, and advertisements. Flowing locks are praised, while shorter styles are sometimes portrayed as less glamorous or even harsh. But as women get older, the message subtly changes. Suddenly, long hair can be criticized as trying too hard or not age-appropriate, while shorter hair is praised as chic, elegant, or more mature. For men, the expectations are different, but equally strong. Long hair on older men is often seen as rebellious or eccentric, while shorter cuts are associated with professionalism and respectability. In some workplaces, certain hairstyles can even influence how seriously a person is taken, a quiet pressure that shapes decisions over time. Cultural background adds another layer. In some cultures, long hair is a sign of wisdom, status, or spiritual depth. In others, short hair reflects modesty, dignity, or practicality. Family expectations can also play a big role. Loved ones may offer opinions, sometimes without being asked, about what hairstyle looks best or most appropriate. What's interesting is how these messages can influence even the most personal choices. Many people over 60 find themselves reflecting on whether they're making decisions for themselves or to meet others' expectations. Are they cutting their hair because they truly want to, or because they feel pressured to act their age? Are they keeping their hair long because they love it, or because they fear looking older? Fortunately, there's a growing awareness that these outside pressures don't have to define us. More and more older adults are rejecting the idea that there's one right way to age or present themselves. They're choosing hairstyles that reflect their personality, values, and sense of freedom, whether that means a silver bob, a flowing mane, or anything in between. Celebrities, influencers, and everyday people over 60 are also helping shift perceptions by embracing a wide range of looks and showing the world that beauty doesn't disappear with age. It evolves. As we continue, we'll explore the practical side of hair decisions after 60, from how health affects hair to the lifestyle factors that often guide these meaningful choices. You may be surprised at how much these everyday realities shape the way people feel about their hair. Let's dive into the practical side of hair choices. 4. Health, lifestyle, and the realities of hair maintenance. When we think about hair choices after 60, it's easy to focus on style, beauty, or personal preference. But often, the most influential factors are the practical ones: health, lifestyle, and the daily realities of maintenance. As we age, our hair naturally changes. It may become thinner, drier, or more fragile, making it harder to maintain the same styles we once loved. Gray or white hair often has a different texture, sometimes coarser or finer than before. For some, these changes make long hair a challenge. Tangles, dryness, and breakage can turn daily care into a frustrating routine. For others, these shifts are mild, and they continue to enjoy their favorite styles with just a little extra attention. Health conditions also play a big role. Arthritis or reduced mobility can make tasks like brushing, blow-drying, or styling long hair uncomfortable, or even painful. Certain medications or treatments, like chemotherapy, can alter hair growth, thickness, or texture. In these cases, a shorter, low-maintenance style can offer both comfort and a sense of control. It's not just about looking good, but about feeling good in one's own body. Lifestyle matters too. Many people over 60 lead active, busy lives. Whether they're traveling, gardening, volunteering, or spending time with family, they often prefer hairstyles that fit their routines. Shorter haircuts are easier to wash, dry, and style quickly, freeing up time and energy for things they enjoy. Others may choose to keep long hair, but simplify their routine, perhaps wearing it in a ponytail or braid to keep it manageable. Interestingly, the rise of professional hair care options has expanded what's possible. Specialists now offer cuts, treatments, and products designed specifically for aging hair. Moisturizing shampoos, lightweight conditioners, and gentle styling tools help make both long and short hair more manageable, allowing people to keep the styles they love without overwhelming upkeep. It's important to recognize that practical decisions are not about giving up or settling. They're about making thoughtful choices that align with what feels right physically, emotionally, and practically. For many, simplifying their hair routine opens the door to a greater sense of ease and freedom. As we move on, we'll explore the emotional layer behind hair choices, how hair connects to identity, confidence, and even healing. You'll see why hair is never just hair. It's a reflection of life's journey and the spirit that carries us forward. Let's explore the emotional connection we have with our hair. 5. Hair as a reflection of identity and confidence. Hair has always been more than just a physical feature. It's deeply tied to our sense of identity, confidence, and how we express ourselves to the world. For people over 60, this connection can become even more profound as hair becomes a symbol of their life journey, resilience, and individuality. Many people see their hair as part of their personal history. For those who have worn long hair most of their lives, it can represent continuity, a way of holding on to the person they've always been. Long hair can remind someone of their youth, their relationships, their achievements, and even their struggles. It carries emotional weight, not just as a style, but as a living memory of who they are. On the other hand, cutting hair short can also reflect a shift in identity, a new sense of freedom or reinvention. Many individuals describe the act of cutting their hair as symbolic, marking the start of a new chapter. For some, it's about reclaiming control, breaking away from past expectations, or embracing a simpler, more authentic version of themselves. It's not unusual to hear someone say, "When I cut my hair, I felt like I was finally stepping into who I am now." Confidence plays a huge role in both choices. When someone feels aligned with their hairstyle, whether long, short, gray, dyed, curly, or straight, they often radiate a sense of self-assurance. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good and comfortable in their own skin. Research has even shown that satisfaction with personal appearance, including hair, can boost overall well-being and happiness, especially as we age. For some, hair also serves as a symbol of resilience. Survivors of illnesses like cancer often find that their hair, whether it's growing back or kept short, becomes a badge of strength and survival. Letting gray hair shine can feel like an act of embracing natural beauty and life experience, while others may find joy in coloring or styling their hair to reflect their personality. What's beautiful is that the older we get, the more we tend to let go of external pressures and embrace what truly matters. Many people over 60 say they no longer feel the need to meet anyone else's expectations. Instead, they focus on what makes them feel authentic, happy, and alive. Next, we'll hear real-life stories from people over 60, stories that bring these ideas to life and remind us why every hair choice is unique and meaningful. Let's hear the stories behind the hair. 6. Personal stories. Why some keep it long, why others go short. Behind every hairstyle is a personal story, and for people over 60, those stories are often rich with meaning, emotion, and transformation. It's one thing to talk about trends or general reasons, but it's another to hear directly from individuals who have made these choices for themselves. Take, for example, Linda, a 68-year-old woman who has proudly kept her hair long and silver. For Linda, her hair is a tribute to her late mother, who always told her, "Your hair is your crown." When people suggest she cut it short to look younger, she smiles and explains that her hair isn't about age. It's about honoring her family's legacy. For Linda, long hair is part of her identity, her confidence, and her history. Then there's Mark, a 72-year-old retired teacher who recently cut his shoulder-length hair after decades of wearing it long. For Mark, the decision wasn't about surrendering to age. It was about stepping into a new phase of life. He says, "I wanted something fresh, something that reflected where I am now, not where I've been." Mark describes feeling lighter, freer, and more focused on the future. For him, cutting his hair was less about letting go of the past and more about embracing what's ahead. We also meet Carla, 65, who chose a short pixie cut after her cancer treatment. Before her diagnosis, Carla's hair was long and thick, something she took great pride in. But after treatment, she found beauty in simplicity. "Short hair makes me feel fierce," she says. "It reminds me every day that I survived, that I'm strong, and that I get to start over." For Carla, short hair has become a badge of resilience and a symbol of a new beginning. These personal stories show us that hair is never just hair. It's deeply wrapped up in our sense of self, our past, and the way we face the future. While outsiders may see long or short hair as a superficial detail, for the person living with that choice, it can be a profound and meaningful expression of who they are. What's also inspiring is the growing number of people over 60 who are sharing their stories publicly. From social media platforms to community groups, older adults are showing the world that beauty doesn't have an expiration date, and that the choices they make are as individual as their fingerprints. As we head into the final section, we'll reflect on the key message behind all these choices, that the best hairstyle after 60 is the one that makes you feel most alive, confident, and true to yourself. Get ready, because the conclusion will tie together everything we've explored, and it just might change the way you see your own reflection. Let's bring it all together. 7. Embracing your choice. long, short, or somewhere in between. After exploring all the emotions, social pressures, practical reasons, and personal stories behind hair choices after 60, one truth becomes clear. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. The most meaningful choice is the one that reflects who you are today. Not who others expect you to be, not who you were 20 years ago, but who you are right now. For some, that means proudly wearing long hair as a symbol of continuity and strength. Long hair can feel like a connection to one's younger self, a physical reminder of the person they have always been. It can carry memories of love, joy, struggle, and survival. It can be an act of rebellion or simply an expression of beauty. And when worn with confidence, it radiates a timeless, ageless power. For others, cutting their hair short can feel like a fresh start, a way of stepping into the present with confidence and clarity. It can represent a break from the past, a shedding of expectations, or a celebration of simplicity. Short hair can also offer a practical advantage, allowing people to spend less time worrying about their appearance and more time living life on their own terms. And for many, the choice isn't so black and white. Some people experiment, switching between long and short over the years. They might grow their hair out one year, chop it off the next, or find a length somewhere in between that feels just right. This flexibility reflects a beautiful truth. Our identities are not fixed. They evolve, just like we do. What makes all these choices so inspiring is that they reflect a deep sense of self-awareness and authenticity. As people age, they often become more attuned to what truly matters and less concerned with pleasing others. They learn to trust their instincts, listen to their own desires, and celebrate the freedom that comes with experience. It's also important to remember that hair is just one part of the story. While it can hold deep emotional meaning, it doesn't define a person's worth, beauty, or spirit. What truly makes someone shine is the confidence and joy they carry, and that can come with long hair, short hair, or no hair at all. So, if you're wondering whether to cut your hair, grow it out, or try something new, remember this. The best choice is the one that makes you feel alive, confident, and true to yourself. There's no age limit on beauty, no expiration date on personal style, and no rule book you have to follow. In the conclusion, we'll reflect on the powerful message behind all of this. That hair, at any age, is a tool for self-expression, and the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence. Stay with us, because the final thoughts will remind you why every choice you make for yourself is worth celebrating. Let's wrap up with a message worth remembering. Conclusion: embrace the hair that feels right for you. As we come to the end of this conversation, one thing becomes beautifully clear. There is no single right way to wear your hair after 60. Whether you choose to keep it long, cut it short, or find a style somewhere in between, the most important thing is that it feels right for you. Long hair can be a symbol of strength, continuity, and deep connection to one's identity. For many, it holds memories, emotions, and a sense of pride that has been shaped over a lifetime. It's not about holding on to youth. It's about honoring the person you have become. Short hair, on the other hand, often reflects a sense of renewal, freedom, and confidence. It can mark the beginning of a new chapter, one where simplicity and authenticity take center stage. It's not about giving anything up. It's about stepping fully into who you are now, with clarity and self-assurance. What matters most is that your hair choice reflects your true self, not the expectations of others. Society has many opinions about how we should age, but the most powerful act of self-care is to listen to your own voice. By choosing the style that makes you feel alive and confident, you send a message to the world. I know who I am, and I celebrate it. As we leave this discussion, I invite you to reflect on your own relationship with your hair. What does it mean to you? What story does it tell about your journey, your resilience, your joy? Whether you decide to make a change or keep things as they are, remember that your hair is yours to define, at any age, in any way you choose. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. I hope you walk away feeling inspired, empowered, and perhaps ready to see yourself with fresh eyes. After all, the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence, and that never goes out of style.